Okay. All right. I think I'm live. Get my laptop going here. Yeah, I'll get started here in a minute. Just give me a second. Just gonna boot up my laptop so I can make sure this is actually streaming. Almost ready. Of course, now my laptop doesn't want to load. Hang on, guys, almost ready. Okay. Okay, guys. Sorry about the little delay. So, I said earlier on Instagram that I would probably live stream the assembly of this SKX007, and then I started putting it together and almost forgot that I said I was going to do that. So, what I have here. Hold on a second. Kind of like not as prepared as I thought I'd be tonight. Actually really tired. I got hardly any sleep last night. Did a really crappy workout today, but enough to tire me out to where I just don't have the energy. So, bear with me. Okay, so what I have here is an all original SKX007 from February of 2003, and I was given this watch by my brother. He got it off of a truck driver that bought it new and wore it for years and years and years, so it has wear on it, but it had never been touched, had never been opened, had never been serviced, and then he gave it to me. I was going to keep it and restore it for myself, but I've decided that I'm going to part with it. And I had said on Instagram today that I was going to, when I was done, I was going to, see who was interested in buying it. Well, somebody has already messaged me and says that they want it, so it is spoken for unless that falls through, which I doubt it will. So, so anyhow, it's been completely stripped down, ultrasonic clean the case back, crown, click spring, and all the old gaskets have been removed. Bezel gasket's been removed, cleaned out. That was cleaned by hand because I don't want to soak it in the ultrasonic and have it ruin the adhesive that's holding the insert on, or soak in and ruin the loom that's inside the loom pip. What else we got here? So new parts that are going in it are new crystal, all new gaskets, and then as far as the movement goes, the movement is an all original 7S26A movement. That's the original movement that was in the watch. Had never been serviced. Well, like I said on Instagram, I take the 7S26A movements. That's the only movement that I'll actually have serviced. I don't have the capability of servicing movements here due to the fact that I don't have all the equipment that's necessary for that. But I have a local watchmaker here at the Time Center in Orange. It's a Seiko authorized dealer, and the watchmaker over there. His name's Chai, and he services them for me, does a complete servicing on them. Other than that, any other movements I will replace with a new movement because it's just more cost effective that way. But because the 7S26A variant of the 7S26 is the best variant that there is, I always like to get that serviced and keep it, especially with the original watch. So anyhow, like I said, I had started in on this because it slipped my mind that I said I was going to do the live stream. So I got as far as putting the dial and the hands on. Pretty much all that's left to do is install the crystal and then get the case all closed up and install the new gaskets. I did put the crown gasket in already, on already. So I guess let's get started. So all right, like I said, everything's been clean. So blow any dust off of that. Get this chapter ring. Normally, I will put a little cutout piece of adhesive onto the area where the chapter ring sits in these cases to keep them aligned properly, because everybody knows about how the chapter rings never align properly with Seiko, but I'm going to hopefully do this one without it, because on this version, when it was before I disassembled it, the chapter ring was perfectly aligned. So sometimes on these older SKXs, the first gens and whatnot, they actually were pretty well aligned. It's only in the recent years that started running into the issue with them, being misaligned due to poor QC. So this is a original Seiko OEM crystal gasket for the SKX. Set that off to the side. Clean this crystal up real quick. This is a OEM Seiko Hardlex SKX007 flat crystal with the beveled edge. I always take one of these microfiber cloths. The CT ones, the ones that Crystal Time sells, are really good for this. But I'll put a little bit of I think it's like 90% rubbing alcohol, 91% isopropyl rubbing alcohol, and use that to clean the underside of the crystal. And then I'll take another finer microfiber cloth after I've thoroughly cleaned it and wipe it. And then I'll blow any of the remaining dust particles off of there. I found that to be the best way to make sure that the crystal is completely clear of dust when installing it. I'm sure everybody has their own techniques, but that's mine. Least favorite part of doing an assembly. Oh, what do we got going on there? Hold on a second. Thought I saw a hair there for a second, but I guess not. Let's try that again. Probably shaky to be doing this right now. Drank a Bang energy drink to try and wake myself up. And all the caffeine did was make me shaky. Didn't really give me any energy. I'm dealing with that. Probably a good thing I had already done the dial in hand prior to drinking the Bang. I was just talking to another modder the last couple days about getting a different crystal press. I actually have gone through several crystal presses throughout my time doing this, and lately I have been having the worst luck with the ones that I have. They're just like, they're cheap, and I keep having issues with them not being able to get the crystals in perfect. So I'm thinking of spending the money and getting a nice Horatech one. I'm like a super perfectionist, so you guys are probably like wondering why I spend so long. I have to make sure it's perfectly even. I think I got it. There's one more on this side. I don't know if I explained this in one of my other videos or not, but I had this made up by my buddy who's a machinist to fit on this. It allows me to actually rotate the case while I'm installing the crystal so I can make sure it goes on evenly. Boom. Chapter ring is perfectly aligned. It's amazing. Okay. These up. You guys are probably like, this is super boring. Now I'm going to lube put a little lube on the threads of the crown. And then do a little coating on the inside of the crown tube. I do that instead of actually lubricating the gasket while it's on the crown, because it basically goes and works its way in. This movement's already regulated. I regulated it earlier. Smooth. Okay. Click spring in. Now the case back is tight. And I take a little bit of the lube. I put one little dab here, one here, one here, and one there. Oops. Now for the bezel gasket. Only when I'm on camera do I have the butter fingers. there it is, all done, fully restored. I mean, other than the natural wear marks that it has on it, it is basically a brand new watch at this point. I don't know if this is the original strap that came on this watch, but it's the one that was on it when I got it, and it would be correct in the type of strap that would have came with it. But there it is, SKX007 from February of 2003, restored fully. And let's see here if you guys can put it on the time grapher real quick. See if I can show you guys the numbers. There we go. All right, there she is. All right, thanks for watching.